Yes, 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 people. H God, Beer Sports Talk, and we are back. We're back, people. Happy Monday. You know what I mean? For my people here in the States, it's Memorial Day weekend. Well, it's Monday, so it's the actual Memorial Day, but you know, the extra long weekend. So yeah, you know, just go and chill out, vibes, barbecue, what it is. We already know the Memorial Day vibes. My peeps back home, JA, you already know, Labor Day weekend. You know what the vibes is. And we're there, you know what I mean? We're there, we're just clocking in just to give a roundup of all the shit that happened over the weekend and all the shit that we watched and seen. And it was quite a bit of it. Cause like I've been saying, we are at the business end of the season, so a lot of shit is coming down to the wire. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is, yes, by the title, you would have seen it. Arsenal are champions of Europe yet again. That's correct, Arsenal women, they did it against all odds versus Barcelona. On the weekend, they won 1-0 to win the Women's Champions League for the second time in history. You feel me? This is a game I sat and watched personally myself because it's like I tell people, bro, ball is ball. You feel me? It doesn't matter if it's men, women, children, it don't matter. Ball is ball. So, I'm taking the match and bro, if I'm being real with you, Barca did a run ball. You know what I mean? Like, the ladies had to put in a real gutsy performance, stay solid, you know what I mean? Deal with enough pressure, but they had a few chances of their own. And, I mean, them did score. Funny enough, to come to think about it, Barcelona in that game, for all the possession and opportunities they had, they didn't put the ball in the back of the net, not even once. You know what I mean? To my recollection. Maybe I'm not remembering right. And it's like Arsenal actually scored twice. It's just the first time it was offside. You know what I mean? Did offside, but them just fall back and just do it again. Say, yo, call offside now. Then just wall out a little 1-0, you know what I mean? And listen, as an Arsenal fan, bro, they definitely saved our season. You know what I mean? Shamelessness throughout the summer, bro, it don't even matter. We got something. You feel me? So it's like, big up the lady them. So, next thing I want to talk about was actually what happened on Friday, which was, it wasn't the last day of the Serie A. It was second to last, but I don't know if they made it this way or what, but the two teams going for the title both played at the same time on Friday. You know, Inter played Como and Napoli played... Who the fuck did Napoli play? I don't even remember who they played, you know. I can't even remember. It's crazy because I watched the game, but it almost doesn't even matter because... And to break down the scenario, it was basically like, I think Inter was like a point behind Napoli. So Inter needed to basically win and hope that Napoli would drop points, which Napoli did not do, right? End up winning 2-0, goals scored by, funnily enough, 2 Manchester United players. Like, bro, Scott McTominay, I don't know what it is, bro, but I like the man go at Italy, bro, and just turn Zidane or something, dog. Like, bro, the goal he scored on fucking Friday, like, I never seen McTominay do that at no point in time when he was playing in England, bro. I didn't even know he could do shit like that. And it's like, yeah, he was the league MVP too, all types of shit. I'm like, yo, that was crazy. But obviously, scenes in Naples, that shit was wild. Like, yo, when they scored that first goal, bro, like the whole place just started go crazy, bro. It's like you thought that bitch was on fire, bro. Man, them just set off beer flares, beer things, bro. You see me? So it's like, it was wicked to see, and that's Napoli's 4th title in their history. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. And commiserations to Inter. Kind of bottled it a bit, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Them have a chance for winning something in our Champions League final coming up this Saturday. So yeah, that's that. Shout out to Napoli. So next on the list, I gotta talk about the Championship playoff final between Sunderland and Sheffield United. You know what I mean? And as a true student of the game, right? A true Barclays Premier League. You see, yo, you have to really tap in for really even remember all them things they certain way, you know, bro. Enough of them new Premier League fans never know. When we say Barclays, they don't be knowing. You see, true Barclays, you had to, if that's the vibe you was on, you had to be behind Sunderland in this game. And I'm gonna be real with you. It's like, honestly, it's like Sunderland ended up winning 2-1, bro, but that shit, watching that game, this shit was a definition of a smash and grab, bro. Like, if I was Sheffield United, I'd be mad as fuck, dog. I can't lie to you. Like the pain I would feel as a Sheffield United fan knowing that we fucking lost that game would be crazy because, yo, first half, all Sheffield United, bro. Them scored a goal, amazing goal. Like, go and watch that goal. That goal looked like prime football, bro. Like, that goal they belong in any major top league around the world, just the way how them work it and make it happen. And for Sunderland to basically just get 2 opportunity counter and just literally smash and grab, bro. Like smash and grab and yo, $100 million game, the man them just smash and grab and and win it. Coming like robbing a bank straight up. You know what I mean? Like watching that shit. And like I said, I got the outcome I wanted. So I was happy, but I'm like, if I was a Sheffield United fan, mo vex your fuck. You know what I mean? And I just wonder how, like, what their finances are, because most times teams that try to get promoted, they sell out completely. You know what I mean? They put everything into going into that, and that's why you see some team where they fail to get promoted, they get fucked up because the finances out of whack. But I don't know, I think Sheffield have some rich owner them still, so they should be good. But really entertaining game, you know what I mean? A classic British old school game. And yeah, yo, shout out to Sunderland and the Tyne-Wear Derby is back in the PL next year. Shit we love to see. So, and this is gonna be quick because I'll be honest with you, I'm just pissed off with this team and bored at this point, but you know, I gotta talk about it because I'm a fan. So Inter Miami 3, Philadelphia 3. I didn't even really watch the game like that, to be honest. I was out at a Fort Lauderdale United women's game. I got a little bit of visuals from that, so I'm gonna see what I could whip together and put some visuals, you know what I mean? Like I said, we support women's sports in our real life, you know what I mean? And not just talk things. So I was there, but I was peeping in on the game, man. It was just typical shit. You know, we go down 3-1 and then teams shut off and listen, the Messi free kick and the goal by Segovia, class. But again, it just underlines the fact that, bro, we are not a good team. We're not a good team, man. It's like some miracle is going to have to happen for us to salvage anything out of this season, because we're not going to win shit. And that is the Inter Miami section right here, literally. All right, and I think our final football topic for this one is going to be just a quick rundown of the last day of the Premier League season. The only thing that really was mattered is a couple Champions League places we know we're up for grabs. I mean, not Arsenal's, we already locked in our shit. So, we just beat Southampton. That was a formality. City won. That was kind of a formality. Chelsea, good result. You know what I mean? Versus Nottingham Forest, going down there and winning 1-0. You know what I mean? I mean, spent over $1 billion, and I mean, certain teams used to get mocked for just finishing fourth, but they celebrated it. But nonetheless, good for them. Newcastle, even though they lost to Everton at home, got helped out by Aston Villa, both Emi Martinez having a bozo moment, getting himself sent off, and the referee just straight up robbing Villa. So Newcastle lost, but they're still in. It's like, Newcastle, you're in. Congratulations. It's like Aston Villa and Unai Emery, rest in peace, bozos. You know what I mean? That's it, rest in peace. But I mean, even though I think, Villa, they're in the Europa League, so that's more Unai Emery's thing. So the shit, they might even win the Europa League. But Champions League things set. Obviously, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, and goddamn criminal Tottenham scamming their way in through the Europa League. So 6 teams in the Champs League from England next season. Should be very interesting. Very interesting indeed. All right, switching gears now. We gonna go to some basketball. Like I said, NBA conference finals in full effect, business and settings. You know what I mean? If you with it, you with it right now. If you're not with it, you in Cancun right now watching on TV. But if you one of the real ones, you still in the fire. So shout out those in the fire. You know what I mean? And speaking of being in the fire, the Timberwolves come back with a strong response, okay? I don't know if Ant and them niggas been listening to my videos and shit, and like they've been saying, this guy, P, you know what I mean? This guy in the wider public, like they writing us off, like they think we over. They came out and they blew the brakes off of OKC, okay? Like they won by 40 plus, bro. Like it wasn't even a contest. You feel me? Like talking about the game is not even in depth. It's not even worth it because it was just a straight up massacre. You know what I mean? OKC did not play their best game. Granted, even though they were up 2-0, like I said, game 2 wasn't OKC's best game. They just got it over the line. And you know what I mean? The Timberwolves were below par. This game, one of the games where Minnesota took advantage of all the mistakes that OKC was making. So series tied 2-1. We'll see how that is moving forward. And again, moving to the next series, flying across coast to the east side. I probably fucked up. I might have jinxed them niggas, bro. Cause the Pacers end up doing what has happened to other teams when they play them in the last round. Pacers blow a 20-point lead, lose to the Knicks at home in game 3 after looking comfortable in the first 2 games. But like how I always say how deep they are, and pause. And whenever you have all 5-6 people scoring in double digits, it's hard to beat. Well, when you have multiple 5-6 people scoring in single digits, it's hard to win. That's kind of what happened with the Pacers out there, and Cat took over. Like, it's like my nigga Cat remembered that he's 7 foot and started playing like it, and he willed New York to the victory because Brunson, he was in foul trouble. You feel me? Like, he had 5 fouls by the beginning of the third, bro. Like, it was crazy. You know what I mean? So good win for the Knicks, and it's like, I don't know, let's see. Let's see what the Knicks can pull out from here. Like, can they make it interesting? All right, and to end the video off, we're gonna talk about, like I keep gushing and saying, my new found love. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about some hockey. And basically what's been going on, it's kind of more the same. I mean, we'll talk about the Oilers and Stars first. And pretty much the Oilers have taken back control of the series. They kind of gone out and dominate, kind of showed that, yes, we are the more talented team. And that game one, it was a bit of a fluke on our half of losing focus, letting y'all in, getting in trouble. So Oilers definitely in full control there. And then over on the east side, listen, I don't know, man, call the army, call the state troops, the fire brigade, cause it's a beatdown, bro. Florida is beating the fuck out of Carolina, bro. And it's just not even funny. Like, it is funny, don't get me wrong, but it's like, at this point, it's almost like, goddamn, bro, like, it's a massacre. You know what I mean? It's a massacre. Like, Carolina switched goalies to try and help. It's like they conceded, 5? Switched goalies to try and help, conceded 6. They're switching back goalies. Like, goddamn, bro, it's a mess over there. Florida, the Panthers got them boys shook, super shook. You know what I mean? So, as far as I see it, like, even if Carolina manages to get a win, like, Florida, we're missing some key players for the next game. So Carolina might be able to nick this one, you never know. But even if they do, man, like, I don't really see it going past 5, all things considered, and the team being healthy. So honestly, that's that when it comes on to that. And with that being said, that's all I got for y'all in this one today, people. Like I said, and like I always say, shout out to y'all for tuning in and staying locked in with me, because without y'all, the platform can't grow. You know what I mean? I want to build a big platform, most definitely. So with that being said, make sure you're staying blessed, you're enjoying yourself, you're surrounding yourself with love and people that love you. And always remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Most def. So shout out to y'all, and until the next one, people, I'm out.